Hey, it's your host Eva K, and I am here with Miss Patrice Smith. Hey, girl.
Girl, how you doing?
Good. How you doing today on this fine Sunday?
Good. My family eating in front of me, but it's okay. I'm gonna
Hey,
get
get your
to
food to eat, baby. Get your food to
it.
eat. I hate I had to switch it up, but COVID is real,
Yes,
and
yes.
me and my family we are quarantined, so had
That's
to
cool,
switch up
dude.
the little
Family
business
first.
model.
Oh
So
no,
how
I
you doing?
understand.
Tell me something about yourself, girl.
I'm good. I'm alive, blessed, and well. And
Hello.
um, welcome to 2021. I just started a new venture, real estate.
Okay.
So yes, when y'all get ready to look for y'all home, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and reach out to me and
No doubt.
get this started. But I don't know what you want to know.
So let's start from the beginning. You are a wife and a mother. I just want to know, like, where did you grow up? We're going to start from, the beginning. We're going to work our way up.
Okay, yeah. I'm from here. I'm from Knoxville. I was born here. Most everybody know my family. We from Lonsdale.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, L's up. Uh, met my husband in high school. He from the Ville, around the corner.
Shout out to
Uh,
Reggie.
yeah, cussed by Reggie. That's my baby. Um, two kids, two boys. Married, high school sweethearts, and now we just oh.
I love that, though. No, I love the high school sweetheart, married. Because how long y'all been married?
We've been married. It'll be 6 years this year. Don't look at him. 6 years this year. But we've been together since 2002, so 10th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Forever in that thing. That's forever love right there. Ain't nothing wrong with black
Yes.
love. I love it. I love to see it, honey.
No, ma'am. Still going strong, and Lord willing, many more years.
Yes, ma'am. So are you still writing? Because I know you are a woman of many hats. So I want to get
Yes.
into all your, your hustles, your work, and all that.
I am not writing just simply for the fact of doing so much other stuff. And I haven't been consistent with it. I'm not gonna lie. So I haven't written anything since my first book. My first book, it's not informational, it's not motivational. It is just literally a hood book.
Crimson Rose.
Yes, Crimson Rose, that's my
Mhm.
baby. Self-published.
Okay.
But yeah, after I have a ton of unfinished manuscripts on the computer, but my book is available on Amazon, Crimson Rose by Patrice Smith. Um, but other than that, no, I haven't written anything else. I read a lot, but I haven't written anything else myself.
Okay. Okay. So you self-published. So would you look into helping like other people who want to get published who don't like know where to go? Or you
I will offer any kind of advice I can, but I can't. I will offer you advice. If you reach out to me, I will point you in whatever direction. I personally wouldn't take anybody because I wouldn't want to half commit to anybody like that. Like I wouldn't want to take somebody, and commit to like showing you step by step and all of that because I know
Mhm.
I ain't gonna be no good.
ain't gonna be
I tell you everything I know though. I will tell
right,
you
right.
everything I know. And even with that, I self-published back in 2000, I want to say 17. And so
Uh-huh.
much has changed since then. So yeah. But I tell you everything I know.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just need a little push. And it's a
Yeah.
lot of good writers in the city. Like my brother been trying to write a book for
Mhm.
4 years. He just don't know which way to go. So that's why I asked, would you be willing to,
Oh yeah. I would
mentor?
say what helped me the most is I got into I'm talking about I was in over 300 groups on Facebook.
Wow.
And I got to talking to all kind of people from everywhere that have written books. And everybody gave me a little piece of information. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Everybody gave me a little bit of something. The literary world that I was in was so helpful. Um, Everybody support everybody when the world was open. There were so many events that you could go to.
Hmm.
So with me, the hardest part was actually writing the book. After that, everything else was just like boom, go here, put it together, bind it. There used to be a program called Create Space that
Mhm.
basically all you did was I wrote my book in Microsoft Word. Um, I looked through other books that was already out there, and I looked at the beginning pages, and I just formatted and copied my page exactly like theirs was. I sent
Mhm.
it to an editor because I found a super cool lady, Taya Marshall, T Marshall on Facebook. She's super cool. She edited my book, she helped format it for me, and all I did was with the Microsoft Word document, I
Mhm.
uploaded it to Create Space. I had another author in the literary world. He did my cover for me, and he just um, did the PDF, sent it to me. That was in my email. I uploaded that to Create Space, and then Create Space did everything else. That's why I said when
Oh
I did
wow.
mine, yeah, it was super, super easy because the hardest part was just writing the book.
Mhm.
Everything else is just copying what you already see out there. And
Oh
then
wow.
yeah, I think Create Space was either connected with Amazon or they bought it at some point because
Mhm.
once I uploaded it to Create Space, I ordered copies for myself, the paperback copies, and those were the ones I sold hand to hand. And then you could literally, and even still now, go to Amazon and you could purchase it. And Amazon would actually press everything up and send it out. Or I think since they own Create Space, one of them would press it up and send it out. I don't know exactly how that worked, but
Mhm.
yeah. So the hardest part was just writing it. That's usually the toughest part. Is just finding out what to put on paper, how to format it, um, and going in Word and doing it. That's how most everybody do it. But you get that information from networking with so many
Yes.
people.
That's what,
Yeah.
look, I'm learning so much. Like, I didn't even know
Mhm.
StreamYard existed, until
Yeah.
I was looking into how to get into, the virtual space.
Mhm.
And just even with my YouTube, just trying to how to format it, do thumbnails and banners. I didn't know all this stuff
Yeah.
exists, but Clubhouse is a good app to network. And like you
Is it?
said, the different Facebook groups. Are you on
Yeah.
Clubhouse?
I am not. I've heard everybody talking about it, and I haven't even had a chance. I haven't looked at it. I don't even know what the app looked like, but I see everybody everywhere. I know you had to have an invite, but I see everybody talking about Clubhouse, but I personally haven't checked it out. They say it's good for networking too. I have heard that.
Very good for networking, especially with the world being closed, and you could just be on
Hmm.
one app with millionaires, up and coming,
Yeah.
famous people, and they all are giving you information. Because information is key, really. And I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people take that knowledge and hold it close to their chest, where these people they don't know you, they're not in the
Yeah.
same city as you, so they don't mind to share the wealth of knowledge that they know.
Yeah.
So you are a realtor.
Yes.
What got you into real estate? Because that's big right now.
A lot of people kept asking me actually. So what got me into real estate was I had a bunch of friends because people that know me, especially people that's close to me, they say, honey, she do a little bit of everything. And they
Uh-huh.
kept asking me, how do you get into real estate? How I want to be a realtor. That sound interesting. And I was like, honestly, I don't know. I ain't never checked that one out because I was doing insurance and then I
Mhm.
was doing not employed in HR. Well, to a certain extent, employed with HR, but that's the field that I've wanted to go into. But so I was doing insurance and then my interest was being held by um, human resource. And I was like, you know what? The world closed up. I'm just chilling, ain't doing nothing else. So I had left my HR job
Mhm.
and I was just here. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna look into real estate. And I reached out to Nikita Hudson. Shout out to Nikita Hudson from Hudson Legacy Group with Keller Williams. But I reached out to her, and just like you said, with people being open about information, she was from the get go super open. I mean, she basically any questions I had, she was there. And she was like, so how would you feel about getting into real estate? And I was like, you know what, I ain't never thought about it, but why not?
Why not?
And so she sent me the information that I needed to take the test for it. Took the test, um, failed my first time. And well, you had to take two. I failed one, passed the other one. So then I had to go back and take the other one that I failed, and I passed that. And then she was like, let's go. Let me show you the way. And that was that.
So you do the real estate and you still do the insurance.
Oh yeah, I still have my insurance license. I got all kind of license, but yeah. I
You
mean
sound about like
because
me.
yes, I mean because if you there's always going to be something whether in the long run I end up going into corporate. I always have these licenses. You always have a chance to make money on your own. It's all about your own hustle. So
Hmm.
with insurance, I was very lax with that. I was basically um anybody that wanted it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll sign you up, go for it. And then with real estate, that's such a bigger game in my mind to me. Not necessarily more important because insurance is definitely, you know what I mean, important, especially for us
Yeah.
because a lot of
Fact,
us don't take it serious. There's so many
fact.
facets to insurance. Like it's a whole wealth game that people don't even understand with the insurance, but real estate as well. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's everybody's just now finding out about investing. I mean, people are really getting into it. Like a lot is opening up. A lot of information is becoming available to people. People used to be afraid to buy houses. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
some of the people that I grew up with in Lonsdale, like still are there because it's like they don't ever think about, well, I see somebody in the house, it might be too much for me. No, baby, everybody that
Yeah.
buy a house ain't rich. Believe me, everybody that buy a house ain't rich. They just reach out and get the information, and that's all it starts with is getting the information and finding out what you have to do to get to that level. Even if it take you 2 years, it took us 2 years. You know what I mean? We had to straighten the credit. We had to go through. You got to get your finance. You got to get your ducks in a row. You just got to be serious about it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so yeah.
Did you do your credit by yourself or did you get help putting your
So
credit in order?
what I did for myself, or what we did together, we was like, want to buy a house. That's the side note. That's how a lot of stuff happened in this house. We just be like, boom. Oh, want to do that? Okay, let's do it. And
Let's
then
do it.
we just go find steps because people be scared to do stuff, and you really have to take. You have to, if you seriously want to do it, you have to take that first step. So what we did was, I don't know how I found. Actually, I take that back. Interesting story. I was like, I want a house. Let's go to some open houses because I like looking at houses anyway. I'm
Mhm.
weird like that. And so we started going to open houses. I think it was the very first open house we went to. It was out off of Western Avenue. Nikita was the realtor, and that was over 5, 6 years ago. Nikita was the realtor there, and she was showing the house. And even at that time, she was so open. She was like, here's a lender, boom, 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 do what you got to do and go from there. And we was like, okay, sister, yes, ma'am, we gonna do it. And so she gave us the name of the lender and we went and talked to him. And he was super sweet. Eric, what's Eric's last name? I don't know his last name, but he was with Keystone Mortgage. He's with a different group now. Um, I want to say Eric Neal. Either way, I'm trying to put him on, but I don't know his last name. But Eric with Keystone Mortgage, he set us down. He pulled our credit report, not the Credit Karma report, because that could be plus or minus 100 points.
Oh
So he,
wow.
yeah, and his name is Eric Nearing. So
Okay.
he pulled our credit report and both of ours, and he sat down and he was like, "Don't worry about this. You need to fix this. Boom, 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 and this is how you do it." And we was like, okay, some of the stuff we couldn't start right away. I know for myself, um, actually, I want to say for both of us, we didn't have to pay anything off, so we didn't have to pay to get anything removed. I think the worst that was on mine um, was medical bills, but everybody has those. Um,
Facts.
and some, the thing of it is I didn't have a lot on my credit, but I also didn't have a lot of credit, period.
Hmm.
And so I had to establish credit. And so he told us what to do. He gave us time frames. He was patient with us, and he was consistent, and he kept up with us. He held us accountable. And so everybody has a different plan. It's all based on your credit, but you can't be scared. You know what I mean? You
Uh-huh.
gotta know. You
Step out on
gotta
faith.
know. Right. You gotta step out. Oh man, when I say, "Ooh, Lord, honey, we prayed, we prayed." Ooh, yes, we prayed. But yes, but at the same time, we made a point to be consistent. We knew if we wanted to buy a house, we was gonna have to have a down payment because he laid out everything. We had no surprises. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, he basically laid it out, and so we got on it. We stuck to it. Um, Stuck to our jobs. We was consistent with work, going to work to make sure that we had the money to put up. Got on a little plan, and um, we went to him and we was like, okay, you gave us a list of things to do. We got it done. And he was like, all right, let's go. Gave us our
And see,
number. Yeah.
that's dope. And with you being a real estate agent, you can help people from a different perspective that's coming up like us who don't have um how can I put this? Our credit is
Uh,
not that good.
yeah. Most
That comes
definitely.
from, a lower economic status to get a house because honestly, a lot of us don't see a house in our future because we don't think we can afford it.
Hmm.
So that's awesome. That is dope. Now, do you have a college education? I should have asked you that. Did you
Yeah,
go to college?
I got an associate and I'm actually working on my bachelor's now. But it's for human resource. It's business related.
Uh-huh.
Um all of the material is relevant, especially working in, like real estate and insurance, even just in general.
Uh-huh.
So working on my bachelor's now, that'll be done in December.
Woo-hoo. Look
But
at
yeah,
you, girl.
I know. But yeah, I got my associate's degree, and when I got my associate's degree from Fellowship, I graduated in 2019. It was with um, two other people that came from Lonsdale, Juanisha Walker and Jamisha Robinson. All, I mean, like, all got kids coming in the same. And Jamisha just, she bought her house a little bit ago too. So it's like, you just, like you said, got to step out on faith. You got to take that step. And what I would say to people that say they don't think they can afford it or their credit needs to be worked on
Mm-hmm.
is the first thing you got to ask yourself is like, how serious? Because, buying a house, first of all, if you can afford to pay rent, you can afford a house.
Okay.
You can afford a house because you basically just taking that same money and putting it into a house that you can afford. Another thing is a lot of people think when they purchase a home, this is going to be my home. No, baby, you might purchase this home and this might be your first of three homes because you might purchase a home to get into a home for whatever reason you would like. And then you can upgrade that. You don't have to purchase one home and stay there forever because your circumstances may change. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? People purchase houses and stay in them for 15, 20 years. And then when their kids move out or they retire and they just want to downsize, they sell a house, move into a condo, all sorts of things. So,
Right.
but yeah, with your credit, if you don't ever reach out to somebody to help you with it, then you always gonna be, you know what I mean? You're always gonna be guessing,
Mm-hmm.
or you're always gonna be on that rabbit wheel of trying to figure out what to do on your own. But there are people that you're gonna have to work with to buy your house. So you might as well reach out and ask for information.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole thing. My whole life is worst anybody can ever do is tell me no.
Hello.
And
I'm learning
yeah,
that now, girl.
yeah. And
I
if I
hate
really want to do
rejection and
it,
I hate hearing no. Like that's
right. Yeah. And if I really want to do it, it don't even matter. If you tell me no, then that's gonna make me do it more.
make me go harder.
Right. Yeah. So
So
just finding information.
where do you see your business like in the next 2 to 3 years? I always say 5 years, but the world is crazy. So we're gonna get with 2 to 3 years. Where do you see your
Yeah.
business taking off?
Yeah. And that's the first thing I thought about when you said that because the world is crazy. I was actually at the radio station WJBE a little bit ago, and there was a older gentleman that walked in, and it was so funny because the way he was just talking, he was like, when you're 17, you want to be 40. When you're 40, you want to be retired, but then when you retire, you want that time back. And he was like,
Mm,
just take your time. So I would say Short answer, I want to be on, honestly, a millionaire scale.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
But semi short answer, I'm just gonna take it day by day. And whatever way God move me, that's where we're gonna end up. I'm
Hello.
gonna I'm gonna set my path so that I can make the most of my career. I'm gonna maximize all the resources that I have. But at the same time, life is life and life happens. And so depending on where life take me, what life do. That's why I gotta
Gotcha.
keep all my licenses.
Right. Let me ask you this, because your husband, the
Hmm.
great Reggie, Cuts by Reggie, is my cousin, and I've
Yeah.
been following Reggie for a long time. And are you helping him with his branding, because it has went from like not having a logo and branding to like boom. Now my boy on, you know what I'm saying? He killing Instagram, he killing YouTube. So
I, I would say, as far as the actual brands, that's all him.
okay.
Yeah, his from way back when he did music, his Touchdown Productions was him and his brother. His little bit, the president, all of that. That's all him. So he's always been an entrepreneur in his mind,
Uh-huh.
even when he was working at corporate jobs. He's always been his own man. So as far as branding, the branding is always on him. Now, when he comes to me, we might bounce ideas off of each other about wording or financials and things like that. But as far as the brand,
Hmm.
I ain't gonna, it's my baby and all, but he is a beast. Yeah,
Yeah,
he is a
he is.
beast.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is his ethic. I love that man's ethic, his drive. He is one of the most consistent people I
Hmm.
know, period. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And as far as work ethic, he's an entrepreneur. And being an entrepreneur, I heard one of your guests say, is easy, but it's hard.
Hmm.
And it's easy because it's you doing the work, but it's hard in the sense of because this man technically doesn't have a corporate schedule, but you will see him post a schedule.
Hmm.
And it don't matter in the morning if I want to lay up some more, kiss, hug, whatever. No, baby, I gotta be at work. And he at work.
Very punctual, always on time.
And he's at work. And in his mind, he don't have no boss. He his own boss. But
Hmm.
he does that. And so I watch him and I actually look to him, um, especially now. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I look to him as far as for like advertisement, marketing, all that stuff. And that man ain't he got a trade school degree or a trade school diploma, and he ain't never went to college for marketing or nothing a day in his life. It's all him.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Hmm.
dope. So how do you balance motherhood, work, being a wife, entrepreneurship? Because entrepreneurs, like you said, they don't have set hours. So
Hmm.
it's around the clock trying to figure out how to get to the bag. So how do y'all balance it all out?
I let them kids do their thing. I let them kids raise their.
Well, y'all got big boys. How old are your boys?
My oldest one is 15 and my youngest
Okay.
one is 12. But our kids, I can't even lie, like some people say their kids bad. Our kids are like nerds. They chill. We always the whole household. We like a super chill household. We all copacetic. We get together. Um they help us on a lot of things. They help me on a lot of things. Um and they cooking now, Eva.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like they cooking. And it's so funny because my youngest one, he really like to cook. Whenever I'm in there cooking, he come in there and he asks me, can I watch you or can I do it? Like he want to do it. And so some mornings when I get up, most times my husband will make me breakfast. Sometimes my sons, when they cooking breakfast, they'll come and ask everybody in the house, "You want some breakfast? You want some breakfast?" You know what I'm saying? Lunch. We was on when we was out here. Y'all want something to eat for lunch? They making, they doing us lunch. You know what I mean? So
That's what's up.
yeah, so it's as far as balancing, uh, we all I can say hold our weight. My oldest son was supposed to work. And the only reason he hadn't was because I'm so scared of this COVID.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's the only
Yes,
reason
ma'am.
he didn't get a job. If it wasn't me and it was just Reggie, oh honey, they'd have been all over.
So look, with having older kids, because my kids are so young. I mean,
Mhm.
with having older kids and the restrictions of not being able to travel, because y'all love to travel and y'all love to have a good time. So how
Yeah.
has that been?
Now that has actually it hit Reggie in the beginning because he's so consistent, ready to go. When he had to sit
Hmm.
down and couldn't, and the shop was closed for a little bit, man, he about lost his mind. And then it hit me, you know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
I'm a people person. I like to be around people. I like to talk to people. I like to go out, you know what I mean, eat and all that
Hmm.
stuff. So it hit me because I was like, okay, I got to slow down for the family. And then my oldest son, it actually hit him because they're virtual. And
Hmm.
this is his first year in high school. He don't even get that freshman experience. We told him we was gonna put him in the locker here, but he don't even get that freshman experience. And
Yeah.
it eventually took a toll on him because he's a people person. He liked to talk to people. And he came up to me one day and he was just like, Mama, have you ever just been sad and didn't even know why? And that about broke my heart. And I was like,
Mm.
yeah, baby, but that's natural, that's life. We're gonna get through it together. You know what I mean? So they've talked to their friends on through video games and through the phone and all of that. And they go outside from time to time and they done made friends like with the whole neighborhood nearly. So, but you still just gotta be careful. So
Hmm.
we're all dealing with it a little better now. But my youngest one, he don't have no feelings, so he didn't care. Everybody
Okay.
else though. Yeah, we dealt. It hit us a little bit by little bit, but again, we just lean on each other, pray. Um, I meditate every morning.
Mm.
Every morning, I get up out of bed. Usually, when by the time I wake up, Reggie already downstairs working out. Um, I get up, sit up, meditate, pray, start our day.
Hey, ain't
Mhm.
nothing wrong with that. Last question, and we're gonna get up out of here.
Mhm.
Um, do you think we're headed towards another major shutdown? Like, in your opinion, what you think?
No, and hopefully not.
Okay.
Hopefully, honestly, um, with the vaccine, hopefully the numbers start going down and we can remain open because it really does affect the economy. Every health is priority number one, but
Hmm.
I don't see our government don't want to keep giving us money. And
Nope.
if everything shuts down, they're gonna have to start giving out more money, more loans. Um, when everything is shut down, they can't put people out. They can't evict people. If you signed up for healthcare, I don't know if you knew that. If you signed up for healthcare, um, no matter what, for whatever reason, even if you got a job and your job gave you healthcare, they couldn't even kick you off of healthcare when
Mm.
the pandemic was going on. So government don't want to keep doing stuff like that, and businesses, big businesses, was starting to suffer. So hopefully, no. Hopefully, like I said, with the vaccine, numbers start going down. Everybody wishy-washy about the vaccine. And
Would you take it?
in the beginning I was like, hell no, black people in vaccines got a bad reputation. But at the same time, I thought about it and I was like, you know what? They giving all the first responders vaccines. They giving the police, the fire, nurses. They ain't gonna kill them if they ain't gonna get them nothing that they don't think is gonna be good for the public. So honestly, in my opinion, when the vaccine very first come out, yes, I'm going in. I'm going in because they ain't trying to kill people on a mass scale, especially not in the beginning. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna try to kill off all the doctors and nurses and police and fire people because then we'll be messed up. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, when it first become available, yeah, I'm going out there. Plus we got things to do. We've been taking vaccines all our life, so this
Right.
one a little different. It is,
Oh
but
no. My mama went and had it done, and I I don't know. I had to pray about it because I was so upset at her. I ain't talked to her for a whole day, and that's long for me.
Cause she had that. I feel you. I talk to my mom every day, but you ain't talking to your mom because she had the vaccine.
Yes, because she
You
didn't
don't.
consult her cancer doctor. She 10 years breast cancer free. You don't know. I mean, I don't
You
know.
but
I guess I
at
was
the
just
same
like,
time, you can't back off of her. That's when you really need to be paying attention and watching her. Because if you giving her the cold shoulder for 24 hours and then she really needs you, you gonna feel bad. So you
yeah,
don't back off of her. You be mad, you might yell
yeah,
at her, but you need to be on that phone every hour. Like, can you blink? Can you
yeah.
smile?
Have your arm right, or you
Right.
cockadoodle doodle. I didn't know what to say. Like, why would you take it? But it was for her job. She works in the nursing field, and I was just like, oh, mama, you
Yeah,
know.
it's, they ain't gonna they gonna take top priority care with them because they the ones that's gonna take care of anybody else if you get sick. You know what I mean? So
I didn't
in
think
my
about it that way.
yeah, in my mind, they ain't gonna try to mass kill, the police. They ain't gonna try to mass kill the fire department and the doctors and nurses and things like that, because that's who we need. That's why they getting it first. So yeah, when it become available, I'm gonna go and jump out there and
You have to give me a while, man. I'm gonna have to research it.
yeah, I ain't even never took the flu vaccine, missed, and none of that. But this
I
this
took
this
the flu shot and it messed me up.
did it really?
Messed me. I mean, I was so sick from the flu shot.
Do you
Like
have allergies?
I have real bad allergies.
Okay, so that's another thing too. They said if or well not they said, I heard on the news, I don't like saying they said, I heard on the news that if you have allergies, you may not want to take the vaccine because it could react to your allergies. So there's another thing with the flu shot. You just might have to just, zinc it up. Don't overdo it with the zinc. I have to tell you my zinc story later, but yeah,
Right.
don't overdo it with the zinc. Zinc sent me to the hospital like a crackhead.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Even they set me a chair out in the parking lot and everything. Wouldn't even let me come in. It was bad.
I ain't laughing at your pain, but dang.
Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. So, but you just a lot of people don't know that health or food is medicine. So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta really really get into it. Take some time, pay attention to what you eat. Look up like I've added turmeric. I've added a lot of spices. Turmeric helps inflammation, tomatoes, all that good stuff. I eat a salad like literally every day. So health is food is the original medicine. That's what you got to remember. If you feeling up any kind of ailment, look up some foods. Start with that before you take any medicine, and then go.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So,
ma'am. Well, thank you. I know you're trying to get back to your dinner time. Thank you so much for being my first guest virtually. I
mhm.
kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I miss eating with my people and just being
Yeah,
able to touch and talk because that's my thing. I just love touching and hugging. Um, but thank you so much, and we will do a part two whenever the world open back up and I feel a little comfortable
oh
being
yeah,
around people. Okay.
because I was ready to break bread with you. We
I
ain't
know,
breaking,
man.
and
Thank
we
y'all for the
posting.
sponsorship though and the donation.
Oh yes, honey, yes, yeah. That's nothing. We like you said, we family, we people. So hey, definitely a part two. Definitely a part
Yes,
two when
ma'am.
pop in and holler at you. But I'm always here.
Yes, ma'am. And we'll show consult you when it's time for the
Yes.
big buy, the
Yes, call me,
forever
message
home.
me, text me, Patrice Smith at kw.com. That's my email, and patricesmith.kw.com is my website. So you'll find me on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. Message me, ask a question, say, hey, where do I start? Anything. So yes, 2021, we doing it all.
Hey,
We
it's
not
up.
holding
You
back.
hear me? It's
Yes,
up.
we're not holding back. We see how the world do. So if you thinking about it, get on it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, y'all have a blessed night. Love y'all.
You
Peace.
too. We love you. Congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers. I'm
Whoop,
happy
whoop.
for you. You got yourself a following. I'm so excited for you. So yes,
Thank you so
congratulations.
much.
You welcome. Well, I'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.